In the first place, I wish Dr. Atoforsen very well. He's been my friend, and I think in terms of competence, you won't doubt that. But what we are expecting from them first is to present the true state of the economy, because we think His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has been presenting something contrary to what we left over for them, so that Ghanaians will have the true picture to make their decisions, especially in the investment field. Because just Statistical Service about a couple of days came out with the fact that we are growing about 5.7%, almost twice 2016. So it's not that bad that they are painting, and they should ensure continuity, because governance is continuity, development is a process too. They should manage the fiscal space well, and that should be demonstrated by the budget. How they are going to manage their spending, how they are going to manage the projects and the programs that they have, and then how they are going to finance the financing options. Is it debt financing predominantly, or revenue that they will generate? That will mean that their decisions and policies with respect to how they are going to manage tax policies, with respect to how they are going to manage tax policies, should be taken into consideration. Is it that they promise Ghanaians and they are going to stick to whether it will help Ghana or not? Or they are going to have fair analysis of our fiscal space, and out of that make the right decision? Because tax management is calibrated in nature.
You talked about tax, and I want to pick your final thought before we quickly go into the chamber to pick the feed as well. Some would say that for you, in terms of the tax situation, what are your proposals in trying to deal with the tax situation? Because Kamed is faced with an option of removing these taxes. There will be a huge hole. How does he feel it, Honorable Ifeanyi?
My position on taxes has never changed. I've been very consistent. One, broadening the base. Broadening the base, how do you go about? A lot of artisans are not paying taxes. We should begin to collect their data and run the data, say that we have opportunity to tax them. Two, leakages, too much. It doesn't matter who is in government. We need to make sure that all these leakages are dealt with. Three, which is where the problem is, and I said tax management is calibrated. They should always introduce new taxes, increase tax items, or withdraw taxes or reduce tax items based on the prevailing status of the fiscal space. God, that should influence you, or that should inform your decision making whether to increase taxes or not. So I'm advising them that they know the current fiscal state of the economy. If they think the fiscal space is said that in terms of our obligations we have enough money, in terms of tax we are collecting we have enough money, and our debt to GDP has gotten to where we are okay, then they can take away taxes. But if not, they should be careful how they will manage our tax policies with respect to our fiscal space. Because if you don't create the needed equilibrium and harmonize the relationships of the fiscal space elements, you will destroy your country. So that is my position on that.